Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today is Monday, the 9th of October, and we're glad to present you our weekly analytical review of the foreign exchange market. The pair euro to dollar, after falling to the level of 1.1668, was corrected to the level of 1.1730. However, the fall tendency remains. The continuation of the downward movement will be confirmed after the price consolidates below 1.1668. In this case, the pair will be able to further move to the levels of 1.1577 and 1.1478. Technical indicators show the continuation of the current trend. Bollinger Bands are directed downwards. MACD histogram is actively growing in the negative zone, and stochastic points down as well. Fundamental events of the week that may influence the dynamics of the pair include ECB meeting on the monetary policy, as well as the statement by its head. In case the regulator announces its hawkish position, the pair will gain support and move to the range of 1.1786 to 1.1870. Soft rhetoric of the regulator will lead to a new wave of sales and the movement of the rate to 1.1650, 1.1577. Last week, the quotes of the pair pound to dollar dropped to the level of 1.3026 under the influence of weak macroeconomic statistics from the UK. Despite slight upward correction of the rate, the downward tendency prevails. In order to continue downward movement, the rate of pound to dollar will have to consolidate below the level of 1.3026. In this case, the next targets of the sellers will be 1.2907 and 1.2810. Technical indicators give mixed signals. Bollinger Bands are widening, indicating the continuation of the current downward trend. The volumes of MACD histogram are reducing in the positive zone. Stochastic lines are in the oversold area and are directed upwards, indicating possible end of the downward tendency and the reversal of the rate. One may be sure about the change of the trend only if the rate consolidates above the level of 1.3286. In this case, the next targets of the buyers will be 1.3401 and 1.3513. The most likely scenario for the near future will be moderate reduction of the pair. Last week, the pair dollar to yen tried to consolidate above the level of 113.0. However, it failed to keep it, and the rate moved to downward correction. The first target of the correction is the level of 111.95. Breaking through it will be a signal for the formation of a downward trend and open the way to the levels of 111.0 and 110.0. If the attempt to consolidate below the level of 111.95 are not successful, one may expect the rate to reverse and retest the level of 113.45. Technical indicators don't give a clear signal. Bollinger Bands are directed downwards, indicating quite calm state of the market and side movement of the rate. The volumes of MACD histogram slightly reduced in the positive zone, but generally indicate potential for the growth of the rate. The lines of stochastic point down, forming a sell signal. Fundamental events of the week include the release of the minutes of the FOMC meeting, as well as the data on retail sales and CPI from the USA. Pair of Australian dollar to US dollar dropped to its 3 months minimum at 0.7732 under the influence of weak macroeconomic data from Australia. Breaking through this level will open the pair away to 0.7632 and 0.7534. Technical indicators point at the preservation of the downward trend. Bollinger Bands are directed downwards. The volumes of MACD histogram are actively growing in the negative zone, and the lines of stochastic point downwards as well. Fundamental events of the week that may influence the dynamics of the pair include the data on mortgages from Australia, as well as consumer price inflation expectations. The most likely scenario for the near future is moderate reduction of the pair. The quotes of gold have moved to growth after quite a long fall. The upward tendency may continue to the level of 1296.22, where gold may meet strong resistance. Breaking through the level of 1296.22 will open the way to the range of 1315.78 and 1335.40. If the level of 1296.22 is not broken through, one may expect the rate to reverse and the downward tendency to resume with target at 1260.40. Technical indicators don't give a clear signal. Bollinger Bands are directed to the side. The volumes of MACD histogram have slightly reduced in the negative zone, indicating the reduction of the seller's activity. The lines of stochastic point upwards, showing the continuation of the growing trend. That's all for today, and good luck with your trading!